I think we're set.
I'm set.
Team Beast versus No1CareThat Game 1 match, first match of the evening. We got a PvP on Circuit Breaker. Oh, here's the last thing that we'll say. Our maps this week were Circuit Breaker, Tau Cross, Crossing Field. So, you know, Crossing Field is an interesting one. We casted that last week, talks about some of the nuances. We haven't seen a lot of games on Circuit Breaker yet, because I think thus far it's been like the third map,
right?
in each series. So when we hop in, we'll be able to point out a little bit more and just kind of see how this plays out in certain matchups, if the structures of the map make certain strategies more viable or not. But yeah, so first game's on Circuit Breaker. Let's dive right in, man. I'm good to go. I got the mouse bungee this week.
Oh man!
So my mouse drag is no longer an excuse. I can't have any mouse johns about my observing skills.
You'll still find a way.
I'll find a way. Yeah. And I'm gonna actually scoot the music down. Actually, that's where I usually keep it. So we're good.
We're good.
Okay.
What we got going on here?
So Circuit Breaker.
Gorgonoth, I'm guessing, seeing as the other one's Randir.
Probe King, Gorgonoth in the blue. Yep, and Randir in the red. You know, shout outs for him for keeping his ID the same, which is consistent. I'm just realizing now that matches that I just played, my ID is not consistent.
No,
in fact,
no.
I know. In fact, we switched servers, so it switches from game to game. What my
ID man. Next week's gonna be rough.
Which is so bad. No, just look for the shitty Zerg flailing around, and then you'll know that that's me. Yeah. So, anyway, you know, there's this whole convention that like, oh, PvP is just goons and reavers, goons versus goons, and then goon reaver versus goon reaver, and you know, sometimes you'll mix in some Templar tech once you have like a few bases established. We saw week 1 PvP. I think that was Vic 7. Use Dark Templars to great effect, and some Observer Snipes, which are cool.
That was a couple weeks ago, right?
I think that was our first cast. Yeah, it was our first game. And so that was really cool to see. I am wondering what will happen if either of these guys are going to deviate from what's considered meta, because, you know, there's these BT matches when any kind of deviation thus far has been really exciting to watch, like Age's drops. I'm trying to think of other examples, but that just always speaks to like a player who's fearless and just says, I'm gonna execute. And
we saw Insomniac going pull first, speed first against Terran too, which was it got him a game off of his opponent at the time.
Yeah, that was Eskia. Yeah,
Eskia, that's right.
That pull first style was crazy, because all week long, you know, the
that was the craziest
Insomniac
part.
Stream, he was practicing 3-hatch Lurker and 3-hatch Muta builds. With a hatch first, so interesting. But right now already we have like the first scout going wrong for both players.
Yeah, they're actually going to the same location, which is kind of interesting. They're going to pass each other right now, and neither of them is going to know what's going on. Hello!
It's like, hey, that's
little
like
high five as they go by each other.
No, like that's like the awkward coworkers where like you don't really know the person, but you've seen them walking to the copier and back, so you just give them the hi, you know.
You're like walking down a long hallway and you don't know when to acknowledge them either. You're just like, do I say hi yet?
Up, down, like 2 or 3 times, and then you inch closer and closer to the point where you just can't help but do something like, hey.
You gotta at least do the up head nod.
Because if you do too much, then you're like, hey, it's like you're doing too much. But anyway, so those probes.
Social anxiety. It's fantastic.
I think people that like excel at that kind of interaction, I just kind of hate them. I don't know why. Like they strike me as schmoozers and weirdos for like being so positive. Anyway, here's Gorgonoth. He's gonna be scouting, going up the ramp. Ooh, Zealot.
Oh,
gets a slash on the guy.
Oh, dude, I like that. It was a little late, but it was
the probe was also there. And the same thing's about to happen actually at Gorgonoth's ramp.
That's right.
Yep.
Ooh, a nice little slash. But he's on hold position though. He's not chasing anything.
It's like some Venus flytrap type stuff. They looks like they both got a complete scout off. However, Gorgonoth already with the next gate being added on, and Randir not yet. Okay, there's Randir.
There it is. Yeah, these guys are doing almost the exact same thing, like to the letter. It's kind of fun to watch. That's what I like about mirror matchups. Is it's just who can do it better. You know, I have the same stuff to work with. I have the same build orders.
Right.
Am I a little bit better, a little bit faster, whatever?
Yeah, and dude, like, I read this one post that kind of opened my eyes on Team Liquid. It was about ZVZ and the Nash equilibrium. Remember that fucking movie, A Beautiful Mind, with
I do.
John Nash? By the way, another pretty sick movie. That was...
Oh, no.
Actually, I love that movie.
I actually watched a Jurassic Park in preparation.
You watched Jurassic? Dude, I watched Jurassic Park too.
Yes.
Oh, dude, should I show the Newman video at the end of the cast?
I would be all about that. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, I'll fill the audience in later. We have a thing for memeing on Jurassic Park, but anyway, so. Yeah, what I was saying about the Nash equilibrium in this match, it basically is like game theory where, like, I'm going to meet you at every step by step, but then as soon as you do this kind of wager, I'm going to measure that risk and then do the equal and opposite or better. You know what I mean? So, like,
that's right. Yeah,
in
you can't
ZVZ,
play...
it's like we each make drones, and my overlord sees the drones, the things that you make. Your overlord is seeing what I'm making. When you make a drone, I can make a drone, and you do this, and I can make this, and then. But eventually, you have to diverge in a way that makes sense for you in terms of a risk-reward perspective. So mirror matchups often have that kind of those parallels going on.
Yeah,
However,
absolutely. Ooh.
This
is literally the same set of units going against. Oh wait, one extra dragoon from Gorgonoth. It looks like.
And you know what? That whenever I had pointed out that, like, Gorgonoth had 2 gates up, and then there comes Randir's gate. And then the map distance that it takes for Randir to walk his stuff down equals about 1 extra goon. So what starts as an equilibrium is already diverging a little bit. And you could even probably boil this down to even damage on your units in a PvP. Anything past the shields, like...
Yeah, exactly. The shields, as long as you keep the shields up, you're good to go.
He's good.
I don't think anybody's particularly ahead. We do have the expansion getting almost done now from Gorgonoth, which I think is going to play in his favor, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Just barely started from Randir.
Yeah, hopefully a smarter Protoss than us could look at this and pull out what looks to be the diversions. I mean, Randir's already going Reaver, so he went fast Robo into the support bay. Meanwhile, for Gorgonoth, he did Robo and observers first. So he's got this observatory making. So we're going to see some different styles. I have to give a shout out to Randir because as soon as he, with his vision, saw that Gorgonoth is set up near these 2 circuit breaker chokes to receive his attack, and also did a quick calculation that he had 1 extra goon, Randir pulls back before he takes anything beyond shield damage. So that was good.
Oh, what is this probe doing here? From Probe King, from Gorgonoth, this little extra pylon. Is he trying to take that mineral third? That seems greedy to me. I don't know a lot about PvP, but
I want to say this
is
more likely to scout for shuttle reavers stuff.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah, spotting for drops
second
coming
one going down kind of on the way back too. I like that a lot. It's almost like Overlord placement with Zerg.
It's like Overlord placement. Yeah, for sure. So, what do they really know about each other?
We got a little dance going on in the middle with this.
I see the dance. That's like a one-man tango. Oh, and
but the zealot. Can he get away? 6 health. Oh, he cannot.
Goon range, bro. That goon range. Meanwhile, dude, the Obs is seeing it all. The Obs. Oh,
but
he's got his own Obs.
Yeah, how did he see it?
Does Randir have an Obs?
I don't see one.
His goon's just shot.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, he's low on health, but how did he?
Is there a cannon or something?
Oh, he doesn't have Obs. It's going down. It's going south.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
It must have
I just couldn't see it. Yeah. This makes me want to not play PvP. Like, where's
spotter pylon?
Where's the fucking Obs? Like, trying to see this invisible thing. Okay, because we definitely saw them shoot. Oh, did he get picked? He got picked.
Yeah, he got picked with the second Obs here from Gorgonoth.
Okay, so sometimes, and this would also drive me insane about PvP, maybe it comes down to, like, Scarab RNG, you know, and
I think that's part of it. Yeah, we're gonna see what this Reaver can do for Randir for sure.
Like, I know I'm not a Protoss, but, like, isn't that something that you wish that, like, I mean, is it balanced because it's so fuzzy, the RNG, you know, like, sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't?
That's one of those
Like
rude war
if it
arguments.
hits perfectly every time, would it
Yeah.
need rebalancing, or is it balanced because it's not perfect? It's a little bit funky. Dude, did you see the recall thing?
Yes, I did on the Brood War subreddit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New
that was
recall
annoying.
tactics.
I don't like that.
Like, I think that
We got a shuttle out here
in a
from Gorgonoth,
PvZ,
too.
there's plenty of time. Like in a PvT, I know that you're really engaged and having to like babysit versus tank lines and stuff, but in a PvZ, I feel like you could pull it off, and that's
My opponent last week tried to do some recall stuff, and it ended up not quite working out. But it was scary, the prospect of it.
So this is pretty good. I mean, Gorgonoth has that sort of front observer about 20 yards ahead of his goons there, just so he can react and start to concave if he sees a dragoon count that he, starts licking his chops and says, I think I'll take that fight. But it's really going to be about some of this Reaver control. Here's where Randir starts adding on more gates now, because he's got that expansion eco up pretty well here. So 3 more gates coming down for Randir, and actually Gorgonoth himself is also flexing into some Reavers, Zealot legs, and looks like what could be the initial stages of a Templar tech.
We've got a shuttle out from Gorgonoth, which I've been watching this shuttle, waiting to see. I'm on drop duty.
Are you on shuttle duty?
I'm on drop duty. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's
this
right.
guy right here. Yeah.
He's just sitting there, and I'm really excited to see what comes out. I see all these zealots. I'm thinking maybe a zealot drop. I don't know.
So Randir also has a shuttle moving out by his net, but Randir similarly has 2 goons positioned towards the natural to attempt to shut down such a thing.
Watch, this is like a very standard PvP thing, and we don't know what we're talking about.
This is so yeah.
It's just like, a shuttle. Like, yeah, of course you get a shuttle.
I want to say I think it's fairly standard, but what maybe isn't so common is, I guess, how tit for tat this is. Like they diverge, but now they're back to the equilibrium. And they're
that's right.
Look at their Templar archive. They're both making a Templar archive with almost like the exact same time.
Yeah, so, I mean, you just like watch the unit panel, and it's like, for most of the game, it's been identical. You couldn't tell who's who just by looking at what they're making.
Yeah, I wonder, because Randir went with the early Reaver style as opposed to observers first, but didn't make anything happen, and now the shuttle is here, and we're still kind of in the dark a little bit. I mean, we have movement. I was about to say, like, is this PvP? Like, do y'all just sit around? Like, with Protoss is like, come on, man. Like, ZVZ is like a crazy knife fight. Like,
right, yeah.
There's
compared
no
to
rest.
Our mirror matchup.
Yeah, what is it? Like,
you
guys sipping your tea, sipping beer, eh?
That's right, yeah. Fitting right in. All right, we got shuttle movement here. Coming into the main, the main of Randir.
And dude, Randir completely sees it. He totally sees it.
Oh, and there's 2 cannons. There's no way this is gonna do much. Oh, that Reaver. He's gotta pick him up.
Micro it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
and I love the position of the dragoons from Randir too. Like waiting to see that shuttle just try to take that corner.
Yeah. Oh, he's
moving them out to try to. Oh, and the 2 cannons.
There's 2 cannons right there.
Oh, but he drops it. Oh, it goes down.
Reaver's down. Okay. Good stuff from Randir. Whoops. I turned off both players' visions for a second, accidentally. Yeah, it's fucking great.
The blind cast.
Yeah, the blind cast. Yeah.
I wonder what they're doing.
The Stevie Wonder style. So usually the next thing they build is, I think they're gonna get storm. No, I'm playing. Sorry, guys.
They might get storm. I don't know.
Randir's getting storm. He started storm while we were blacked out.
While we were blacked out.
I mean,
speak for yourself, man. I'm only 1 beer in.
Okay, I mean, look. Stevie Wonder jokes are kosher, right? It's been quite a while that he's been blind. Is that okay?
I mean, he's a really great piano player.
It's maybe not in the best taste.
Yeah, like, it's certainly not in the best. Making fun of blind people is never in the best.
No, that's not. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean,
I mean, it's fine. It was in good taste. Okay, now I just said it wasn't.
It was a good joke in bad taste.
There we go. Yeah. I like that.
Anyway, so yeah, we're actually getting to a macro stage here. 3 bases going up with no real trading going on yet.
No, they've just
I think the only damage done to each other besides the shuttle stuff, was that
that one
initial movement. And then the Zealot died.
Oh, we just got an observer killed here down in the 6 o'clock.
Oh, really? That was Randir's?
There's some action for you.
Went over the cannon? Okay.
Another unit died.
Okay.
Like, we're up to 4 units killed in the first 15 minutes of this game.
Are you sure you want to learn Protoss, dude? Like, is this what's in
No,
your future?
this is making me not ever want to learn Protoss. This sounds awful.
But the recall trick, dude. The recall trick.
The recall trick sounds pretty cool.
That
but
is pretty cool.
This seems, I mean, from what I'm seeing, it's a lot of observer stuff. Like, the observer placement seems to be really helping Gorgonoth right now. But yeah, for the most part, they've just kind of macroed up. They've got their armies, and they're just hanging out.
You know, you mentioned macro up. Actually, Gorgonoth seems to be ahead and a little bit more on top of it. He's at almost maxed out.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
Randir is only at 167, so...
I didn't even notice that,
know,
yeah.
I don't know if this speaks to number of gateways. It looks like 7, 8 finishing for... No, 8, 9, 10 coming now for Randir. And Gorgonoth has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. 7 total.
Upgrades are neck and neck, too. Oh, we do have some movement here from Randir.
Oh,
Randir's poking around. He's trying to find some stuff. He's finding an observer, maybe.
Yeah, dude, the observer coverage from both players is just kind of like on some like NSA level shit. Like they're seeing it all, dude.
That's right. They're snooping in our.
Oh, here we go.
Calls.
Oh, High Templar.
Oh,
great storm. Those goons are bugged out.
Man.
Here we go, dude. This is it. I'm zooming out, bro. I'm zooming out. He's got to micro his shuttles and the Reavers.
It's all about the Reavers here. Oh,
Reaver shots.
Storm.
This is pretty good, dude. Gorgonoth does not have his whole armies engaging here. There's some units just sitting in the back, but the Zealots are actually doing way too much right now. The Zealots close that concave up at the top.
That was intense.
And Randir did not have sort of the front lines, despite good storms and some Reaver shuttle micro. Gorgonoth just shuts it down. Now he's got his own High Templars, so this is not good.
I think it's pretty much what you were saying earlier. It was just more versus less. There was more supply from Gorgonoth in that fight, and
yeah,
what more can you
my
do?
initial reactions were that it wasn't looking that good. Actually, like maybe the Reavers would turn the tide, but too many Zealots. There's just too many Zealots. Not enough, front line from Randir here. So this is danger. I feel for our boy right now.
That's right.
Because you cannot undo such an attack here. It's not like Gorgonoth is just going to be like, okay, I'll turn around. He's committing.
Especially in a mirror matchup here. Yeah.
He's committing. Oh, a storm on the Reaver.
Oh, man.
And then that base goes down.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad here. I don't know. This isn't ZVZ where you can just make a bunch of units all at once and hope to hold. You're limited to your gateways.
And it's kind of a bummer. It looks like Randir recognized that he needed more Zealots in his composition, and now those Zealots are arriving. And
just a moment too late.
And yet right now he wants Dragoons again because he's getting out of range.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is tough. This is quite a cluster for Gorgonoth, and he says, well, I see your 12 o'clock. I'm going to start wedging my way up there, pressuring the 12 o'clock base. And then I have enough reinforcements here to sort of fight. There's a good storm going down. The Reaver, I don't think is going to be able to do it here.
Not on its own, yeah.
Stormy weather going back and forth.
Some stormy weather.
GG.
And there's the GG for Randir. It was too stormy for him. He forgot his umbrella, man. That's one thing I noticed about Jurassic Park. It's always fucking raining in Jurassic Park. Every fucking
Spielberg
scene.
really used that to great effect because, like, people are on edge whenever, the rain brings about
dark and raining every time a dinosaur attacks.
Speaking of that, by the way, I just want to put a PSA out there that it is storming a shitload right now in Michigan, and my power flickered before this cast went on. So if it should die for some reason, please know it's not my fault.
I'm gonna blame you so much. Should have hosted it on the Zookeeprr channel.
I guess no.
My 2 megabit.
So Gorgonoth takes the first one. Don't be a Newman.
Don't be a what?
A Newman.
A Newman. I'm sorry. Was I being a Newman? I never want to be a Newman.
No. Don't sell your soul for a Barbasol promotion, okay?
I don't know. I do like Barbasol.
You have used Barbasol?
Exclusively, like since
Really?
I started shaving. Yeah.
Really? You
Yeah,
use Barbasol?
100%. Yeah, only the same can as Newman.
What? Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. For the past like 10 years.
Dude, you really are Newman.
I didn't put dinosaur embryos in it, if it helps.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't steal from my
that's fair.
employer through it.
Okay.
I am a programmer.
Yeah.
Maybe Newman. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, maybe as our relationship proceeds, my friend,
Shit.
I might have to spit on you. Anyway.
Yeah, don't make me a assisted man at your dinosaur company.
Yeah, I mean PvP. That just.
It was basically one big macro and then one big fight, and whoever comes out on top seemed to win. From what I saw, that's my totally uneducated opinion on that PvP.
Here's some more ignorance. I kind of wish that there was some more shuttle play. Like
I thought so too.
Like we saw the one attempt from Gorgonoth that kind of didn't work because there was
Mm-hmm.
cannon set up. Maybe both these players actually had identified that it wasn't going to work. So my stance, is sort of at an initiate level where they're PvP players, and so there might be signals like Pisan said, the spotter pylons and just other.
That's right.
Sometimes you can get a read and know if something's going to work or if it's not going to work, especially when it comes to like high risk, high reward drop stuff. So
when there was those two cannons in both the main and the thirds mineral line from Randir, which was basically like, you're not going to get a drop off. I know you're going for that, especially with those two dragoons that we saw down towards the bottom of the natural. He definitely knew it was coming. It must be meta.
It doesn't really line up in the tech tree, but maybe storm drops could survive the cannon blows for just long enough to storm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You only need one to kill a bunch of probes.
Also, something to be said for the positions, like when you are top and bottom from each other, vertical from each other on Circuit Breaker, it's easier to cover your blind spots, so to speak, as opposed to cross positions where you can swoop around down here or swoop around up there. And so that was game one. GG. Well played, Gorgonoth.
GG, definitely.
Game two's on Tau. So
Tau Cross.
Let's take a look at the map real quick.
Love-hate relationship with Tau Cross.
Yeah, sometimes I have beautiful games that I just feel so good, but other times I feel bad because my third, I don't know where to take my third, and it's sad.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
I think for Zergs, like if the opponent is clockwise from you, it's hard because you want to take that third that's like your expansion pattern naturally leads you towards your opponent. But if you're the opposite way, it's a little bit easier. However, PvP, who knows? I'm not sure if this is really...
Certainly not us, but we're going to pretend like we do.
We're going to pretend like we know. I think we're well on our way to becoming like a TV news anchor, Like... Somebody's gonna dig up these old casts. Once we're famous on the news for cat or something, they're gonna dig up these old ones and be like, "These fuckers are obsessed with Jurassic Park for some reason." and then the next obsession was A Beautiful Mind and John Nash. Anyway, you good to go?
And then game theory,
Dude, Jennifer Connelly was so hot in that movie.
Jennifer Connelly. Was she the one in the bar that that he introduced his theory about like if we all go for the blonde or whatever?
No, she was the main female protagonist. She was his wife.
It's been a while since I watched it. Okay.
His wife. She's the main character.
It's been forever since I watched A Beautiful Mind. Now I've got to watch movies to keep up with this cast every week. Like I've got like a film class as a part of it.
On the side. I mean,
so far it's been Jurassic Park.
I think what's funny is that like because we're like late 20s, we're referencing like older stuff, and hopefully our audience digs it because if anything I've learned, Broodwar community is mostly late 20, early 30 weirdos, So anyway,
speak for yourself.
Yeah, I'm totally in that crowd. For sure. So okay, so we've got Randir the Red Toss here. Both throwing down their pylons here, and we've got Gorgonoth the Probe King.
The Probe King.
In the 5. So, what I want to see is just some feistiness. You know what I mean? Some more oomph.
multi-prong
Oh,
attacks.
Sherwood says, "How's it going, casters? Yo, it's
Oh,
going
hello.
good. What up?
It is going well. Yeah, 1990, which makes
Yeah.
me think you were born in 1990, which makes you around the same
Yeah,
age that we
dude.
were just talking
I was
about.
born in 1990. What's up, dude? Yo, happy
91.
birthday. Whenever it is. I mean,
Because he was born in a year? You
no,
just
because
guessed
we have the
his
same.
birthday?
I felt like camaraderie because I was also born in 1990.
Yeah. Okay. Happy birthday, Sherwood.
Happy birthday, bro. By the way, do you like Jurassic Park? We can hang out.
It's not going to work out.
Yeah, it won't really work out. So, Gateway's coming down. First gate's coming out. Gases look to be actually, it looks like Randir is about a couple seconds ahead in his build order, actually, because his gateway was finished before, and now his gas is done, so his core is starting. And these are those little things. See, now Gorgonoth starts his core, that's just a few seconds out. Like, it's not unreasonable in a mirror match that very skilled players in that mirror scout and identify some of those things. Like, maybe it's a little bit harder to deduce, like, you can't see what his research is, but for example, the HP of buildings, like if this Randir's probe like gets in here while that core is still building, and he's savvy enough to click his core versus Gorgonoth's core, then you can tell him that, oh, I might have a timing with my goon range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it might be a better macro, a little bit cleaner timing. It also looks like Gorgonoth is a little bit ahead in supply, like half a probe ahead in supply. Oh, now he's 2 up in supply. So, it might have been just one extra probe that he tried to squeeze in there at the expense of a little bit later Cybercore, knowing that, it's not going to put me way back. And in fact, Gorgonoth is actually ahead on the Dragoon range too.
Yeah, and actually no probe scout from
yeah,
Gorgonoth.
There it is. There it is. Yeah.
That kind of speaks to it. And it's just so funny because despite all these actions, you got 220 APM from Randir, 130 from Gorgonoth. Like, at the core of it, really, you're trying to get an edge in mathematics. You're trying to be like John Nash.
That's right. We all go.
Every game is really an economic conclusion. That, if you want to know more about the Nash equilibrium, you should go check out. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
Are you gonna plug A Beautiful Mind?
I'm plugging A Beautiful Mind.
Like a 20-year-old movie.
Yeah,
you guys should go check this out.
Really, Ron Howard directed it. Great, competent director. So anyway.
Competent director. Oh, who wins against a zealot? And what is the zealot actually doing?
The zealot's just like.
It's just
on a mission, man. Yeah, he's on a mission right now.
Oh, is he gonna get a probe?
Some probe harass, killing a gas probe.
Maybe not. Just one swipe. Gotta get his bloodlust out.
See, this is APM as a resource. Well, probably more APM for Randir actually than it was for Gorgonoth to just click. Yeah.
I don't actually know.
But it is a good way to at least, I don't know. It's like 100 minerals for a scout that maybe kills a probe.
And get some scouting off. Yeah, I can see it. We got the Citadel up for.
Do they make any different decisions now? Yeah, Citadel.
I didn't see if it went up as a result of the.
I think it was actually on its way. Yeah, but this could be a series play thing where Randir identified that what he was lacking in the previous game was some Zealot front line stuff, so he's gonna kind of specialize in that direction this time. But this is all conjecture from a Zerg player, so.
Backed up by another Zerg player because I don't know enough to review any of what you're conjecturing.
Yeah, we don't even call each other on citations or sources because we're our own source. Yeah, there are none. But we do have some of the discrepancies, like the Robo going down for Gorg and Zealot, Citadel, into Templar.
Yeah, now I'm all excited. Maybe we'll get to see those storm drops that we were talking about last game.
But see, the shitty thing about Protoss is that you have to specialize down all these paths and trees and stuff, which sucks. Like, oh, I got my storms, but now I need a shuttle in which to drop them. I mean, it's just one more building, but still, I find this when I play Protoss, like, I want to have all these things, but I can only get them in a certain order. Ooh, it's DTs actually. It's DTs.
Oh, baby. Oh, I'm so excited.
And Gorgonoth's observatory is just about done, but that first DT I think is going to be out. This is a lot of goons, though.
That is a lot of goons.
About twice as many goons.
Yeah, but with the zealots, he might be able to hold. We saw that happen last time.
He's kind of got to do some like micro. Yep. And now we have goon versus goon. I think. Oh, there's
3
the
versus
DTs.
6. Oh, and the DTs, they're gonna get shown though, just to hold. All right.
Oh, see, not. Oh, he's gonna show one and then send the other one towards his base. Okay. So this is gonna force a retreat from Gorgonoth, and
that one dragoon with 2 health. Oh, if that DT can catch up to him. Oh, he's so dead. If the DT can just
which
grab
one?
him.
Which goon? Which goon? What?
The one that's.
Oh, there it is.
He's got 2 health. Oh, he's gonna get away.
Get him! Oh, the swipe! He's like trying to get him with the target range. He just can't. Oh, and the
it's
goon's
so
like,
close.
bro, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, his guy in front is blocking
It's like, have you ever been into a haunted house with your friends? Like this, like, dude,
Tyrannosaurus Rex and you're
swipe! No, swiping the wrong one.
No, the other one.
No, that's that one.
Oh, they're both going for the wrong one.
What?
Oh no! And the observer comes out just in time, though.
Oh no!
Oh man!
Oh no! I had to adjust my camera. Actually, that was not.
Oh look at! Oh, the probes are going down though. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, good stuff
4,
here, bud. The observer.
5, 6. Oh, that was decent. That was decent.
Yeah. Where's his ops?
He's got 1 ops over the mineral line right now.
Oh, there it is.
There's still 1 DT hiding up in the top of the main here.
Ooh. And you know what? God, that's a good move. I hate this, by the way. So, to any Protoss players that are listening and watching and maybe matched against me, if you do this, I will lose to it.
Yeah, well, you don't get a notification when the DT's
and
just killing everything.
That's actually some bullshit. Can we sprinkle some Zerg salt on this? The fact that you don't get a units under attack because it kills it in 1 hit, like,
that's not cool. No.
Like, I'm waiting for some Protoss mental gymnastics about why. Oh, it's because in the one swipe the engine detects that you really damage calculator. No, that's dumb. Like that just doesn't.
Also, the DT's the only.
He's putting it back in now. I'm not even looking at. He's
setting
it back in.
1, 2, 3.
Here you.
4.
Okay, keep counting. I'm gonna switch to the goon fight.
6.
So the goon fight's going
8,
in.
9.
There's a lot of goons.
Shit.
Picture in picture, always killing every probe, dude. Oh my gosh.
13.
And Gorg has, well, Gorg maybe has some idea.
Now he has an idea. He started taking the building.
Oh,
but he's still going to hold this Dragoon push.
Yeah, in fact, this is kind of rough. This is a lot of
goons.
He's pulling the boys. The boys are finna fight. Oh, they're zapping.
The boys, look at
them go. They're scrapping and zapping here. But there's a lot of goons. Here's some more coming in from Gorgonoth. So I don't think that. I think this is like a weird low economy scenario now where they both lost all their boys, and yet this observer is gonna save the day for.
Now Randir still has some boys left. Randir has a good number of boys left, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to hold all these Dragoons.
No, once you're on top of the production like that, there's just.
Man, that Dark Templar is still going hard in the main.
Gorgonoth, dude, if he can snipe
16
core,
kills.
That means no more goons can be made until he rebuilds that.
That's true.
And it's interesting of note, Gorgonoth is holding his money as 273 that he has not spent in the event that he needs to remake specific things later. So here's where Randir pulls his boys.
Oh my God! Where are they going? Where are the boys going?
I don't know, man. They're on a mission.
Have to follow.
They're on a dank mission right now to go help their DT buddy. This is a little bizarre.
So weird, yeah. Oh, are they going? They're going to the main of Gorgonoth?
I guess to assist in a base
and he's setting off
scenario.
Too. What's going on?
Dude, he has enough to remake Nexus, though.
I saw that, yeah.
So he could totally switch a base trade scenario here. And Gorgonoth is a little bit confused right now about what to do. Oh, dude, there's a single probe from Gorg up by that 3rd location that's going to see.
Oh, my God, he sees it, yeah.
But, you know, dude, he's taking the other one. He took the 3 o'clock.
That's right. That's right.
So
He might take both.
So, dude, these boys are mining Gorgon. What a boss, actually. They're mining his minerals.
Oh my god.
And now they're getting away.
What?
It's like the great probe heist of 2018. There's no nexus for Gorgonoth.
Oh, they're getting caught. They're getting caught. Oh, all the probes.
Oh, they're getting
all
caught.
Gonna die.
And now Gorg split his goons up to keep doing damage over here.
That's
in
right.
Randir's
Yeah.
main and continuing to attack down here. So 8
Oh,
supply
actually, he
now.
sniped the pylon that was powering all, or at least 2 of those gateways too. So he's only on 1 gate production. Yeah, Randir is only on 1 gate production right now. Oh
Yeah,
man.
This, I just think the standing army. Look at this dude. Randir has 3 supplies. So
He does. But he's got another base building. You know.
And is the DT still alive? Did we miss the DT?
I think the DT must have died, yeah, because I don't see it.
It must have died.
Yeah, he's got 2 observers with those dragoons that went back into his main. But, I mean, if Randir can build back up here, he's got enough to make 1 more probe.
Yeah. What would John Nash do, you know?
Go insane?
Yeah, schizophrenia. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, when a DT kills all my drones in the line, I think maybe I'm schizophrenic because I didn't notice the stimuli from Pupil. Oh wait, it doesn't even send you any, which is some bullshit. Oh jeez.
All right, so Jesus, I can't even understand what's going on in this game anymore. Basically, Gorgonoth has what we see in Randir's main right now, and Randir has to make up enough to kill that, and if he can kill that, he wins.
Because Gorg has he has 1 probe, but there's now no nexus for which to return minerals to.
Exactly. So what we see from Gorg is what he's got to work with.
Yeah, this is the squad.
Of the game.
This is the freaking squad right here. We've got 3, 6, 9, 10 goons and 2 observers. That's his whole squad. If somehow Randir can kill that, I don't know, dude.
I'm excited to see him try. I'll say that much. I don't know if 3 probes, like you start with 5.
Is he dancing? Right? Dude, Gorgonoth is like dancing his probe or his goons.
Yeah, he did
a little dance.
Well, what else does he have to do? This is all he has to do in the rest of the game is just work with these dragoons.
Well, I mean, he danced. He stopped attacking just
from Randir, trying to get out.
Oh man,
he's trying to get out.
He's trying to get out.
But he might get spotted.
I think he totally got spotted by those
got
odds.
Out. I mean, technically yes, but practically maybe
now
not.
It's on this guy's shoulders to like not give it away, like where he's headed to.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
Like, oh man. Whoops. So
Gorgonoth's gonna get this last pylon. He thinks it's a base race. He thinks this is it. Yeah. He doesn't know about this other base.
Yeah, he's gonna be confused in about 1 second. Huh?
Right now.
Game is still going?
Oh, he sends
thanks for the games, man.
Oh man.
See, I don't know. I don't know Gorgonoth as a person.
Nor do I.
If that he
I think he was
cool.
assuming that was GG.
I think he was just. I think he wanted to get a message in before it was over, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was like a GG, but like in a good manner. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah.
And now he's using his probe to sort of scout these other bases. And so it's really
only a matter of time.
That he deduces where Gorgonoth is. So I'm gonna switch to where Randir is. I'm gonna switch to the Gorg vision here.
All right.
And just kind of keep eyes on the hunt.
Man, he's seen most of the map except for that one.
Except for that one. Yeah.
All right, it's all about these zealots. The zealot parade is gonna be what makes or breaks this game here, I think.
Oh man, he's looking everywhere. Oh, everywhere, and now, dude, the discovery. Right. There it is as an observer.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, no, it moves. Oh no!
Oh.
He's got to know. He's headed there with the dragoons.
It must be that base. Yep.
Oh no, he turns back around.
But the
all right, the observer. Yeah, the observer's gonna see it. There it is. All right, the discovery.
Crazy games, but I think that. Oh, dude, they're back to equal supply, but so long as Gorgonoth can just micro.
Well, all the probes. Yeah, the probes are not gonna help much in this. this battle.
So long as he can just micro his goons effectively. What about upgrades right now? Whoops.
What are we at?
Shit.
0-0
I
versus
accidentally
0.
went back to Stevie Wonder mode. 0-0 to the 0-0. Oh, the Zealots are committing. They're just taking so many shots.
The boys.
Yeah.
You need to pull everything at this point. Pull all. Yeah, there he goes. There he goes.
Just pulling all the boys.
Oh, but the Dragoons are going to be able to out micro this.
You know.
Remember, this is all Gorgonoth has. If he loses these, the game is over.
Yeah, but it's totally a cakewalk here. There it is. Okay.
That's right, Randir. Yeah.
GG.
Man, what a game! That was awesome.
That was That was a fun one. I think both players should be proud of how that turned out, actually, because we saw some ingenuity. And I want to say that DT style, like, if it seemed like Gorgonoth prioritized observers in both games, but if he didn't, or that was just not his style, a DT style could totally end the game, just kill his opponent. So
I think what really happened was, he needed to unveil his DTs basically to hold that initial Dragoon push, and then as an observer was made right after that. So it's like, if he had gotten them in before Randir or Gorgonoth had a chance to make the observer, it would have been. I mean, he still killed his whole base with one DT. Yeah. Like one DT with like 18 kills or something. Right.